Have you ever asked why some people are incredibly smart, yet constantly procrastinating, overthinking, and questioning everything? Like, they can understand complex ideas in minutes, but replying to a simple email feels like a psychological event. That's not a flaw. Psychology shows it's actually one of the most common traits of highly intelligent people. Intelligence doesn't look like confidence and discipline all the time. Most of the time, it looks messy, distracted, and slightly unhinged. Picture this. You sit down to do something important. Your brain immediately suggests cleaning your desk, checking one notification, or staring at the wall like you're buffering. You feel guilty. You assume you're lazy. But psychology says highly intelligent brains often delay action because they're busy running simulations. This is called delayed task initiation. Their mind wants to explore every possible outcome before committing. That's why they start late and finish fast. While everyone else is panicking, they're oddly calm. They already lived the disaster in their head. One of the strangest habits of highly intelligent people is that they talk to themselves. Out loud, in public. Slightly alarming behavior. But studies show self-talk improves problem-solving and emotional regulation. Smart people narrate their own lives like a documentary. Okay, that didn't work. Let's not do that again. It's not madness. It's mental troubleshooting. Highly intelligent people also question everything. And yes, they're annoying about it. They ask why, so often it sounds disrespectful. But this comes from epistemic curiosity. Their brain doesn't get dopamine from answers. It gets dopamine from understanding. They're not being difficult. Their brain simply refuses to accept things at face value. Another habit that surprises people is how comfortable intelligent people are with being wrong. Most people argue to protect their ego. Intelligent people update their beliefs quickly when new information appears. Psychologists call this cognitive flexibility. You'll hear them say things like, "Oh, I didn't know that." No meltdown, no defensive speech, just a quiet mental software update. Highly intelligent people also get bored easily. Not lazy, bored. Their brains need high stimulation, so repetitive tasks feel unbearable. This is why smart people jump between hobbies, ideas, playlists, careers, and sometimes life plans. Their brain craves novelty like a dopamine addict with a planner. They also spend a lot of time alone. Not because they hate people. Okay, sometimes because they hate people, but mostly because solitude improves deep thinking. Research shows intelligence is linked to a lower need for constant social validation. Silence isn't empty to them. It's loud with ideas. Then there's overthinking. Intelligent people replay conversations from years ago like it just happened. This happens because their brain is excellent at pattern recognition. The downside is they start seeing patterns everywhere. Congratulations, you're smart and mentally exhausted. Highly intelligent people are also weirdly bad at rigid routines. Their brains resist strict structure and prefer flexible systems. They don't thrive on always and never. They thrive on it depends. This makes them creative. It also makes them late. They read between the lines constantly. Tone changes. Body language shifts. What wasn't said? This is called high social cognition. It makes them empathetic, perceptive, and slightly paranoid. They notice everything, including vibe shifts nobody else felt. They're also funny, often dark, sometimes uncomfortable. Humor requires fast thinking, emotional timing, and pattern flipping. That's why intelligence and humor are closely linked. If someone's funny and slightly concerning, there's a good chance they're smart. Here's a big one. Intelligent people doubt themselves. A lot. Imposter syndrome hits them harder because they're more aware of what they don't know. This is the Dunning-Kruger effect. The least informed people feel unstoppable. The smartest people feel underqualified. Nature has jokes. Highly intelligent people change their minds often. New evidence appears, and their opinion shifts. No emotional attachment. This makes them look inconsistent, but it's actually intellectual honesty. Their identity isn't tied to being right. It's tied to being accurate. Sleep is another struggle. Their brain doesn't shut up. Nighttime becomes a conference hosted by curiosity and anxiety. Studies show a link between intelligence and delayed sleep cycles. Smart brain, terrible timing. They also simplify complex things. Not because those things are simple, but because clarity is intelligence. If someone can explain something complicated without sounding smart about it, that's intelligence quietly flexing. And here's the final habit. Highly intelligent people don't feel intelligent. They just feel curious, distracted, overwhelmed, and slightly behind in life. They don't walk around thinking they're smart. They're too busy wondering why everyone else seems so confident. So if you procrastinate, overthink, get bored easily, talk to yourself, change your mind often, joke at inappropriate times, and feel like you're secretly faking adulthood, you might not be broken. You might just be smarter than you think. And realizing that, that's a pretty intelligent habit. If this blew your mind, hit subscribe and see what your brain does next.